folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out the Fantasy Finds DLC for 2 Point Museum. I am playing this a couple of days prior, but for the most part what you're looking at should be reflective of the finished product. This game is due to release on July 17th, 2025 for about $8 or so. Now, there's a couple of things I should mention. The update 4.0 is pretty much free for everyone. That includes a free finale level, some Twitch drops, as well as quality of life stuff. There's also going to be a free DLC taster, which I guess is just a free downloadable pack that will include some extra stuff. And then lastly, the Fantasy Finds DLC. As I mentioned, that's $8 or so on Steam. And that's what you're actually going to be paying for, and that's what I'm going to be covering, for the most part, in today's video. So, lots of new stuff coming your way fairly soon. Some of it free, some of it not. So, 2 Point Museum. This is a game that I have covered before, and I gotta say, it's a game that I've sucked a lot of hours into because I just like the gameplay loop, aside from having to continuously send people out on missions. Now, the free map that you get, the free finale map, is in the upper left-hand corner. It doesn't matter, I believe, how far you are in the main game. So as long as you've beaten like the first tutorial level, you'll get access to this Pointy Mountains straight away. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. You'll have access to it fairly quickly, at least based on what I'm told. And like in other 2 Point maps, you're going to be just trying to put down various exhibits in order to increase your buzz and your popularity and ultimately make the money that you need to build a bigger museum. And that's nothing new, okay? So this map, from what I've seen so far, I've played it for about, I want to say 2 hours, and it hasn't done anything unique. Like, I didn't have, even though it's in the snowy mountains, I didn't have to put down heaters everywhere. I didn't really have to do anything special aside from taking out a loan. That's the only thing I had to do. Everything else, I had the freedom to do what I wanted. I started with the prehistoric exhibits. Then I went into fish, like I always do, because fish, once you start breeding them, it's just unlimited fame and money and buzz. It's just fantastic. I love the fish. That's the strategy I go for every time. Now, the extra stuff that you get with the DLC, you get a new specialist called a fantasy expert. And they come in 4 different classes. There's barbarians, rogues, wizards, and bards. And each class has its own subclass traits. And they also have attributes too, like you would see in D&D. Like you've got strength and agility and that kind of thing. And that will play a role in how well they do whenever you send them out on missions. There's a new Scorched Earth map that will be available as part of this DLC. And it's just a way to earn new stuff, okay? But you hire these experts like you would any other way. Now, if you're far into the game, you may have to advertise for them, because I've got botanists, I've got the prehistoric, I've got the aquarium experts, I've got every expert. And trying to get them to come up is rare on their own, so I have to advertise for them. But once you get them, you know, I plopped, I want to say 3 down, just to sort of get a handle on it. And whenever you go on a mission, it'll tell you in the expedition setup the party's strength, dexterity, intelligence, and luck. And that will determine whether or not certain events kick in, like in other missions. But you don't have those attributes in the other missions. That's what makes this one unique. So, yeah, everything is like attribute-based with this particular Scorched Earth map. I thought it was really interesting. I liked the little nod to, you know, D&D and the attributes and all that jazz. That was pretty cool. So yeah, ultimately, I mean, it's still the same process. You're going to pick people with different skills to go out on missions and hopefully come back alive. But ultimately, you're trying to bring back exhibits and you're trying to bring back like new things to put into your museum, plop them down, and that ultimately will make you more money. So I like that. And the items weren't too bad. I mean, it's a loot box kind of animation, which I don't mind. I got like a fool's gold treasure chest, and of course you're going to get better rarities as you gain XP in that area. you're going to find statues that you're going to have to find multiple of in order to complete exhibits. That's really nothing new. We've seen that before in the main game, but it's just extra stuff. Okay, extra new stuff, I should say, that will encourage you. If you're one of those people that has to fill your little sticker book, which this game has, then this is for you. You're going to find a lot of stuff here to get. And the new Scorched Earth map, I've seen about 5 or 6 different locations so far. I don't know how large it is yet. But I mean, I saw things like growth potions. So you're going to be earning potions and other items to help you get the attributes that you need in order to get past certain events, like you would in the core game expeditions. So do I recommend this DLC? I mean, yeah, for $7-8, there's going to be a 10% discount for the first week. So if you're looking to get it, that might be the time, because I don't know when it's going to be on sale again. But yeah, I do recommend it because it has a theme that I like. I like D&D. I like the whole medieval. I like RPGs, attributes. I like that. And I like I like the extra content, really. I like that the game as a whole gives me the freedom to approach these maps how I see fit. And you can even 6-star and 7-star these maps. I don't know how high they go, to be honest with you. I've only gotten my maps up to 5 or 6 stars at this point, but now I've got another 5 to 6 hour grind ahead of me to get this one up. Now, as a reminder, this one's free. This Snowy Peak Mountain map is free. That's going to be available for everybody. It's the new content expert stuffs. That's what you're going to be paying for in this. So I do recommend it. I mean, I want to go back to it right now, actually, so I'll probably end up just doing that. But as a reminder, you're going to get 40 plus new exhibits with magical properties, new expert type subclasses, new fantasy expedition maps, exclusive fantastical interactive displays, new event dangers and puzzles, exclusive decorations, items and utility items, helicopter paint jobs, and 3 new guest archetypes. That's based on my press sheet that I received. So yeah, for $8, I do recommend it. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.